Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of ELEX. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today here on top of a converter as we continue getting the converters disabled. So that's gonna be an interesting adventure. We have another one. Is that another one over there? Where are we looking? We're looking down there. That is another converter. Yes, but that's the one we started at. Yes, that's the converter of South Abessa. So right here we are at the North Abessa converter. And Abessa is this thing? I'm not completely certain. Because apparently this is a Dan and there's no clear distinction right there. We have Sandy Pines and we have Mountain Lake and a few other things over here. Why is there a survival? Garon? Out in the middle of the boonies. Oh, I think it's the guy that didn't want his archery trainee to have a bow. So let's go over here to the converter of Adan. This is the one that had a mech, the first mech that we saw. Very easy to kill, of course, and we did kill it, but not on the first try because it wasn't very easy to kill. On the second try, even.
The Alps can pull ELEX right out of the ground, but the bastards still don't know how to make a profit.
I don't even. I just don't even. They throw. Oh, hi. Please don't kill me.
There's gotta be some action here.
There's gotta be. There's absolutely gotta be. They throw the word profit around as if it's. As if it's money. As if it is money. As if it is the word money. Please don't die. Be careful. Be careful. Get out of there. It's coming down. Thank you for not dying. And yes, it's basically all the same. No enemies or anything. But there might be treasure above. Because the last one had treasure. One that I probably missed before and probably could have gotten to. This is getting very green all of a sudden. Why? Did the other ones do the same? I mean, we have been here. Apparently I didn't get into that room. Let's try it. No, I did. I did. Also, apparently I left from above. I have been here. Yeah, I've been here. Second, this is where we found that guy that never shuts up. I mean, none of them shut up, to be honest, but he had a more annoying... The robot dude. He had a more annoying dialogue set. So, disable. What? You mean... What exactly does that mean? Does it mean it's disabled already? I think it might. I think that might be it. It might mean... Yeah, this is... It makes sense that it would be disabled, because it's all green. Let's go up there. And see if we can find anything. I'm pretty sure we have been here. There's some red paint down here. But... Yeah, we have been here. Okay. So this is right above the converter itself. Or the converter beam. Yeah, it is. It's disabled. And, of course, more red paint down here. Because if it is above, it's down below as well. Okay. Nasty. Nasty. There she is. Man, that was a hard landing. Okay, so that is the only converter here in Adan. We have a few converters, or at least one over here in Tavar. That's... They themselves don't even know, so... Why should I care? And this one is the Icy Refuge in the Desert.
Bloody Baxter's legacy. Albs feeding off our land. Useless asshole.
They're turning a profit. What do you expect? Why is there a dead Alb over here? 75 ELEX. Or, sorry, 74. Where's my 75th? I'm pretty sure I have been here. Maybe I haven't. Just maybe. Just maybe I haven't. Okay, there's no enemies around. Huh. The soundtrack is very tense right now for some reason. Yeah, there's nobody around. Interesting. That is interesting. One thing I might be able to do is get in from above. I'm gonna... Oh. Hi. I have not been here. Ooh, that was lucky. Yeah, I was not here. Otherwise, these guys would have been dead. Yeah, definitely. Ooh. Why didn't I come in here? I think it's because the there's some, yeah. I think it's because by the time I reached here, because you guys remember that Tavar was actually the first area that I explored with any amount of seriousness. And by the time I was here, I was still pretty early on my leveling up expedition. And so I didn't have that much power. Okay, let's hack this thing. What do we have? 7, 6, 8, 4. Huh, okay. 3, 7, no, 3, 2, 9, 7. Okay, the 2 is that. And these are all red. Okay, so how about 3, 2, 9, 7? No, that can't be. Delete, 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 delete. So that would be 9, 2, 7, 3. How about that?
I'm in.
Yeah. I am always concerned about the time limit on that, though. I wasn't paying attention to the time limit right there. So if I ran very close to the end, yeah, I think there is a time limit, right? Yeah, I'm not mistaken. I always think there is, and that's why I'm sometimes a little bit more scatterbrained in regards to. Oh, did you drop it? Yeah, you did. In regards to what I'm doing and all that sort of stuff. So what I want to see up here, to see if I can get in from above on the other converters, is I want to see if the door is open, or the door from above is open. If I don't, hi, that was bad. It's not that much of a brute. If the door is open, these guys are above. Yeah. Before I deactivate the place. Because if it is locked, then there's no reason to go from above, and it's just a waste of time. That looks really cool. What is that? It's a miniature treasure box of a monster. Okay, yeah, these guys are above. For sure. They're making noise. This is locked. Radiation! I don't like that. Well, it's not affecting me from here. Let's see, 5794.
That didn't work.
What am I doing? Sorry. I was like, there's only dots there. I don't fully understand why. How about that? The 2 is correct. The 3 is in there. So, how about that?
I'm in.
There it is.
I'll wait here.
You should. I'll just take this thing.
I'll wait here.
Yes, please. Although I bet I'm not gonna need. There's not gonna be anything interesting in here. No, 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 no! Don't! No!
I'll wait here.
Come back! Come back! Okay. So I got a quest done. Let me also save, or not save. So, yes, save, but drink. Let's look at our quest and see what that was. It didn't get marked. As far as I can tell. Okay, I'm good with that. It's not a problem. Let's go upstairs and see what this jerk is all about.
I'll crush you.
It's an owl commander with a sword and a shield.
That fucking brute is gonna be in trouble.
I'm more used to seeing them with two-handed swords. But no, he had a shield and I shot his shield and of course he died. Shield is magic though, but still. Oh, I couldn't get anything from him? Seriously, couldn't get the sword and the shield? What a shame. What a shame. Okay, so without using that for the moment, also without seeing, there's not a whole lot to see. And this doesn't actually make things a whole lot better. This little... Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Too easy.
Eh. Sure. Get all the things. That's not what I wanted. Fortunately, the backspace can be forgone. Forgoed. Right? That makes sense. And press escape instead. That's what I did to get out of there, because backspace is just too far away. I mean, it's a good thing if you're using the arrow keys. That is closed. Okay, and that's also a good thing, because that way I can directly tell that it opens only when I disable the thing. Shh, don't peep at me. Okay, force push. Okay, no more Star Wars for us. Nope, there is some more Star Wars over here. Body shield. Well, let's deactivate this thing. And see, for once, let's see outside. I was gonna bypass the other one, the other cutscene. I think I can. But look at that. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's why it shows that, because I just heard on the, at the beginning of that cutscene, you can hear the door opening. I wasn't paying attention to it. That's probably why it starts there, to tell me that the door opens. Okay. And then you got a bunch of diagnostic things. That is a... I don't know why. I have never, like, why it is so common to see, like, a bunch of text, and sometimes it's even code, just scrolling through, or just logs and things. Debug utilities do look like that, but only at specific times. When you're outputting that much text, you really don't need to look at it. You need to look at parsed thing, not parsed, what's the word? Like, for example, when I make, like, as a web developer, there's debug tools that you can use, but because you're working with your own applications, effectively, web apps or something like that, you're always going to have to create your own debug tools, unless you're just making simple sites. And even then, you still do a certain amount of debugging. And debugging would be just, you know, figuring out what's going on. That's as simple as it goes, as it gets. I don't know why. It's just a word that it's used, and that's why it's a word. But anyway, like, I can have a console just telling me all sorts of lines. This doesn't have a nice weapon like the other one did. All sorts of lines regarding the debugging of the website. But I'm not going to read all those lines. I can save them for later if I want to check and look. And that's actually what I do a lot of the time. And especially if it's something remotely activated. I just send an email to myself from the website. I'm going to kill myself right now. Please don't. Please don't. Thank you. That went well. Just send an email to myself with a bunch of lines of debug. That's fine. That works. But if you have a screen just showing all those lines all the time, what you need is graphs. What you need is graphs, and what you need is to kill that thing over there. I see. Why are you up here? Why are you here in the middle of nowhere? Why? What an interesting place. Is this supposed to be a passage point? There's enemies down there. There's one of them. Let's go. We might have been here before. Nope, the other one wasn't an enemy. Shh. Okay. The other one was just a cactus or whatever that is. Good, good, good. It's good to find things that we haven't seen before, or thoroughly mined, and of course get a little bit more. So yeah, graphs are just a lot more. First off, they're a lot cooler. The thing is, they're a little bit harder to animate and all that. So I do understand that you'd see in movies and in video games just text scrolling through, but. And, you know, text is also easier to design because it's just text on a black background or on a green background or something like that. So we got the Ruins of the Dome. Ruins of the Dome, is that what it is? It is. Okay, and next up. So we have been to the green bits and we've been to the yellow bits. Let's go to the white bits now. That would be a converter of North Odessa. We have company premises and a converter of West Zacor. Because the X is read as a Z in that.
Now it'll get interesting.
Good. Okay. And you're alone, Mr. Icefield. Thank you. But yeah, it is much more. It's just a lot cooler if you have a graph or many graphs, like 3 or 4 sort of bars, and it's just the traditional sort of diagnostic things that you see, like a robot thing that doesn't matter for anything, or, you know, just graphs and little circles filling up and down. You even see that in video games. Like, for example, Minecraft has a, I think it's Shift F3 or something. There's the debug mode with a little graphs, and multiple graphs, actually, that show up. Showing, like, memory consumption and allocation and all that sort of stuff. Because that's what matters. You don't care about the name, like the pointers in your memory. Yes, that's important. It is important to know the pointers in your memory if you're actually hunting for the memory allocation bug. Let's see. So it does. Let's see with that. Oh, okay. So we know we have a 7 and we have a 4? That is confusing. There's no time in here. Why is there no time? I don't understand. So it needs to be an 8 and a 7. I don't really know.
I'm in.
Sure. The 4 should be green, I think. I don't know. Anyway. But yeah, that's just a thing that I say. I think I said everything that I need to say about the debug thing. At least it's better than the guy that... I don't know what that is, though. But I... More than once recently, I have seen a GIF of... or a movie, actually. Once was a video on YouTube. Of a guy just going all around like a technology shop. Like a shop where you sell... Holy crap! Okay. That was like instant maximum cold forever. We need to go over there. Yeah, but it's like a guy going around a shop full of laptops and computers and things, just pressing all the computers, pressing all the key, like messing around with the keyboards, and like he's hacking a bunch of things. And I think that he's portrayed as he's just a master of hacking. He's hacking, just goes into a Walmart or something, into the notebook thing and notebook section, and just hacks the government because of all the key pushing that he's doing. Because that's how it works. So that level of hacking is just, it's unseen. It's unseen these days, I would say. But I don't know if that was a parody. Because it really does look like a parody. But you never know. Okay, so. What do we have? We have a place that we've been to before. My favorite. And also, yes, definitely my favorite. Also the knowledge... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I probably teleported out of here. I was gonna say, wait a minute, how did I get out of here if the door upstairs is locked? Well, I teleported out. That's how I got out of here. Shut up, crows. The noise insulation of this place is terrible. If you can hear the crows outside. Now, crows are noisy, sure. But they're not that noisy. Getting through all the... Yeah. It's probably made for robots, so they probably don't care about noise. If anything, they probably like it. Just sort of, more things for us to, I don't know, orient ourselves. It's a good way of... sound is a very good way of you just knowing where you are. As intuitive as it is, we don't even really recognize it that easily, but just knowing, like, you're in a room and knowing where your footsteps sound from a little bit better than the others just allows you to know where you are instinctively, on an instinctive level. And if you're outside, it just maybe the wind sounds from a specific place or something like that. I have been here, of course, and I'm gonna deactivate all the diagnostic tools in here, and I can skip you. I cannot. 3,500 experience. Did I gain that much from the other ones? That is quite a lot, actually. That door didn't open. Was it not the door? I mean, I can go upstairs. That... Huh. So, this is a 3-pronged converter. And the door is open, yes. But do I have access to the other ones? To the other areas? Hey, no bleeding. No. Just no. And I'll get your scrap. Okay, let's not go down there. I wonder if it's not cold anymore in the pipes. Because it really shouldn't be. But then again, what do I know? Maybe I need to wait for tomorrow or something. Okay, let's go to the other places. I have not been here. All because I just didn't care to jetpack up here, of course. I think that's a bit of a map right there.
Now this is a place we can have some fun.
Is it? It's a progress report. The second one, apparently. Let's read. I heard a robot. I don't like it. Oh, there it is. So the first one read, the first research facility has been completed. We're able to register 70% ELEX yield. Oh, yeah. Optimization yielded an increase of 15%. That's over the 70%. Or it's a 15% true points because you're actually... because it's vague. This is better than expected, but still short of the target. We need more material for additional tests. The first ELEX deliveries will commence within the week. Setback, that was a couple of weeks later. Actually, a month and a half later. The extraction machinery cannot withstand intensive use. We will need to retool several key components before this can be used on an industrial scale. Prisoners will need to be rehoused while this takes place. And then later on that year, I assume here, we have tested an additional prototype after several failed attempts. 97% yield, so I'm beginning to think that this is 15% roll points, not over the 70% that they were already getting. If the prototype withstands intensive use, the construction of additional converters can begin. Okay, so this is how they started making the converters. But this must have been years back. I don't fully understand the 155 number after... I don't understand the number. It could be hours for all I know. Because computers don't...
ES-23 is ready for testing.
Let me go, you bastard!
Restrain him. He can't be allowed to move while we connect the machine.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Stop this!
That's it. Activate the clamps. Very well. I shall initialize stage 1. This will sting, but we'll soon see if this works. Long-term survival in space. We can make it happen.
No! No!
No, you can't make it happen. And if it will sting, probably just applying a little bit of ethanol. What's the word? The alcohol to a wound or something. It's probably fine. He's okay. He's just a big baby. It's all fine. Yeah. So computers don't really see dates as we do. If you ever looked into why the 2K, how's it? Y2K? Is it Y2K? I think it is. Yeah, it is. If you haven't looked into why the Y2K bug was a thing, or also the much more important, although we are starting to take some measures, but not too many, the much more important, I don't know the date, I think it is 2038 or something like that. It's gonna be another, that's gonna be a situation with a similar tone as the Y2K bug, but that one is actually real instead of the Y2K, which is just, it never would happen. It's like people were freaking out over absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's incredible. It was just like zero chance of anything happening. It's incredible. It's really kind of baffling, to be honest. And I had that notion as a 13-year-old who knew nothing, and I'm like, but they can change the clock and see what happens, can't they? They could test, can't they? I mean, I don't have a computer, but... Right? Yeah, it was a weird thing. Weird times. Weird times. That's also the times where people thought the millennium changed in between the 31st of December 1999 and the 1st of January 2000. They thought, oh, it's a new millennium. No, it's not, you idiots. No, it's really not. You idiots. You idiots. Of course, the idiots were being exploited by people who wanted to sell them Y2K glasses and things, and just like, oh, it's a new millennium. Then next year I'll do exactly the same, because you'll see. And they did. Not as much, because people had spent all the money on the 2000 New Year's. Anyway, let's, that's my impression anyway. We have another one over there. Oh, they have, that's not really east and west. If anything, that's south and north. You guys good? I think everything is good over here. Let's move on. Yeah, so how do... I'd never really explained how computers see dates. They see it as a string. A string of... It's not actually a string, it's an integer. See it as a number, rather. And a number of seconds, I believe, generally. It could be milliseconds, although that would be probably for very specialized equipment. Like your Windows machine, or your Linux machine, or your Mac. your cell phone, which basically, if it's Android, it's also always Linux anyway, because Mac is based on that, the Mac OS. So yeah, it sees as a number of basically it's the number of seconds that have passed since, I believe, January the 1st, 1972, but I might be mistaken on the date. So it doesn't matter what the date it is. But the problem is, because you are working on 32-bit, or however many number, or how high a number can get, the numbers only get up to, I think it's 32 million or something like that. You can't have a bigger integer on a lot of databases, because they're stored as a number. I think it is because they computers see numbers as a different thing than letters, so then they store them differently to increase performance. So I have not been here. I'm an idiot. What happened? And so basically, by the time they reach the positive 32,000 or 32 million something or other, it goes to negative that same number, which means the date goes back to 18
Let's find some trouble.
something or other. It's kind of funny. The thinking of it, the implications might be a little bit less, considering, you know, the world can be plunged into death for everyone, because machines control a lot of stuff, and if they are badly programmed and badly maintained, then some jerk can come around and disable them all, and then you don't get any profit anymore, which is definitely not the same word as money, but they use it as the same word as money. Which is doubly funny, because outlaws don't actually have money. They have scrap, which is an actual... It's not even gold. It's like gold is money. Ouch. That's good. Oh no. She's gonna be fine. There it is. Yeah, gold is money. People sometimes say that, you know, money needs to go back to the standard of gold or whatever, because, you know, currency is a complicated thing and all that sort of stuff. And these days it's... No, I need to hack. And these days currency is not as focused on gold, or grounded on gold, I believe would be the correct way of saying it. Oh, wait a minute. 6-4, yeah. Oh, that's good.
I'm in.
Good. But the problem is gold isn't a resource. I mean, it is, but it's very small amounts of resource. We don't use gold for much. It's just a thing that we say has money value, because it has no value. Scrap, on the other hand, is used for housing and things, and crafting and bullets and all that sort of stuff. So that's like, it's really not money. Scrap is really not money, because it's something that you use and have value for. And they want it not for its value, or not for its money capabilities, but rather for, for usage. For usage. So it doesn't work as money. Anyway, I wanted to come here before the end of the episode, because I do know we're out of time. And we are not getting nice... That sucks. I wonder if it was the same weapon in all of the places, and they just let me get one of them instead of 5 or 6 or however many converters we have. And I wonder if they just remove it when we pick it up in any one of the converters. Or it might have been that we went... that we just, you know, because that was the first converter we could disable, or should disable, not could disable. Because I think once we have the capability... You're very good at dancing, sir. Very good at dancing. Now get better at fighting, you idiot. It's like turning your back on me. Are you kidding? I have a shotgun. I shot you in the back. I mean, I didn't, but it's fine. So yeah, it probably was that the first converter had that nice hammer, I think it was. It was a thing anyway. And the other ones just never did. I do need to go to bed as well, because it's getting nighttime. It's just hard to see. And if it is, as I keep saying, if it is hard to see for me, it is even worse for you. Unless, of course, you have a screen like mine, in which case it's the same. Because mine is sort of one of those gamey, cheaty screens, basically. It just basically highlights low light levels. The difference between 99% black and 100% black is a lot more of a difference than the difference between 1999% black and 1998 or something like that. Anyway, we're out of time for the day, so I think we've been to all the converters. Next episode, I think we're going to continue with the main quest, but for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been ELEX. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.